Well, we got the drive line out of her. Oh, shit. I knew I forgot something. Right in the dark. Alright, my cordless impact wrench. Oh. I just got called to the same outfit's got a Volvo conventional over there with an ISX and an automatic, and it's not shifting right. They want me to plug in my Texa to that and see what it says. I said, which one you want fixed first? You want this one going or you want that one? I said, do the clutch, that's the easy one. I said, yeah, that's definitely the more easier one to tackle first. Gotta get this thing off, get the flywheel in town, get it resurfaced and all that nice wonderful shit. Alright. I don't know if I should be making a video about this or not, and you can't see nothing. Get the supply to the regulator here on the transmission loose. Now the Hereford clutch has got, I've done about 10 clutches this summer. And here we go. Alright, I have to get the reverse cinder wires off. So it's the flathead, I got two different screws in it. You get a blower nozzle and blow all the dirt off the top of the transmission and get the shift tower loose, get in the cab and tie it up or something. Get it out of the way. Damn it, they don't have quick connects on the... I wish they had quick connects on those spaghetti lines. Going to the range cylinder and stuff would be kind of nice. What is this thing? 10 speed? That's a 10 speed. No splitter cylinder back here. Piece of shit 10 speed. Flatlander transmission is what we call them. Alright, I gotta get a... And of course there's gonna be our sending unit for the heat gauge over there. Then we gotta get the two lines off our slave cylinder. And then the clutch linkage loose. And we'll be on our way to pulling bell housing bolts and getting her out of there. It don't take long. Let me get a flat blade screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver. And a blower nozzle and my air hose over here. Oh, golly. Damn it. Damn exhaust sure does hang down low right in your way. Oh man, I gotta get some of these pickups done. I got 2 or 3 kind of knocked out. I went and put a bunch of the pickups in this south cellar here to keep the tweakers from stealing shit out of them. This 7.3 here needs a clutch in it too. Young kid driving it. I'll tell you, man. These kids, who bought this pickup, you know, I don't know, he's 19, 20 years old. He said he's already put 1 clutch in it and he's only had it a year. And this is the second one. Well, the throwout bearing's out on it, so what's that tell you? Somebody needs to somebody needs to slap him on the knee every time he's riding that clutch. Remember when I was a kid, my old man, he was riding that clutch with your foot, he'd knock the hell out of you, slap you on the knee and tell you to get your foot off that clutch. If you're not, you know, you're not going to be using it, get your foot off of it. Alright, I gotta go find my dogs. They're out by the railroad tracks. Alright. Get the old reverse sender wires off of it. I still got to get the heat sender loose. Let's go ahead and get our spaghetti lines loose here off the sleeve cylinder. That should be 3/8 or 7/16, something like that. Just to keep it simple, I'm going to take the black wire. They got spliced here, the red to black. So what I'll do, what I'll do is I'll take it loose at the splice. Boy, that elbow into that sleeve cylinder sure is loose. This truck here's got an N14 in it. I like N14s. They're a pretty damn good motor, I always thought. A lot easier to in-frame one of them than one of those damn ISXs. Them ISXs are labor intensive. And there seems like there's always something wrong with them. I had to in-frame an ISX last year at 356,000, I think it was, something like that. Oh, the ferrule's stuck in here. That's why I hate these things. I like the quick connects a lot better, I'll tell you. At least they put 5/32 airline on it. They don't have a little 1/8 inch airline on here. Get some light here on the situation. Which one came loose? I got so much damn work to do now, and I'm so far behind that power shift transmission in that John Deere. Would have been a lot better if that thing would have been coming in the winter time. You know, I called on my bogey wheel spindle and stuff this morning, and I think that was Friday when I did that. They didn't even order them. Well, we forgot to order them. You know what I felt like saying? You know what we ought to do? We ought to forget to pay you. You know, I forgot to pay you. Forgot to pay you for your parts this month. Oh, you son of a bitch. Where are my parts? I don't know. I might have to put a splice on this one too. Means they don't want to come out of there. We'll see if we can. The problem I don't have, you know, it just seems like they don't care. You know? It just ain't gonna come out of there, is it? Yeah, it's gonna break off right there. It's gonna break off right there on the elbow. So let's just cut it, and then I'll have to take the elbow out, dig it out of there, splice it or something when I go back together with it. Pain in the ass. Okay, let me get my 9/16, so we'll get the shift tower out of it. Golly. I'm a little guy, but I'll tell you what, I'm having a hard time even getting up in here in this one. Them Volvo trucks. I used to work in a truck shop years ago. The horns are mounted up here on the bracket up on the shift bar housing on the transmission, and well, and it happened to me too. I was a rookie too, and the old guys used to get you in there on the top of the transmission there, make you climb up there. Damn it, I'm gonna have to get a wobble on that to get that loose. And then once you got up there on top of the transmission, they'd start blasting the horn on you. Okay, so I'm about to get a wobble there. What size is that? That's 9/16, so let's get a 1/2 inch in that heim joint to hold it. That's with the story of everything. Get every tool you own out. Oh, so yeah, that was actually a phone call regarding the thieving stuff that was going on. A lot of the farmers around here are thinking about, and I'm probably going to chip in, and we'll have to figure out and hire a security guard, I guess, and I'll pool our money and pay a guy to drive around all night and watch everything. Keep the thieving bastards out of stuff, you know. Oh, now this light's dead. I gotta go plug this light in. Use my flashlight, I guess, and go plug this thing in. Get it charging. Yeah, so now we've got to spend more of our money on something, another expense to keep, you know, it just burns your ass. Be a lot cheaper just to give them a little bit of lead. Give them a dirt nap. Okay, here we go. Where was I? I don't remember. Okay. I was trying to get the shift tower off of it. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I told the wife, says, I'd just get me a cot and camp here a little while and catch them and scare them off or something. Go up in the cab and pull that thing up. Take a bungee cord or a zip tie or something and tie it to the steering wheel is what I usually do, is to get it out of my way. Try to keep some of the dirt from going down in the shift tower. Alright, let's get the wires. Get away from everything. Then we gotta get this little spring off of here. We got a bolt in this one over here, do they? Or most of the time they're broke off. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I'll tell you, the law sure isn't on your side when it comes to protecting your own property, especially in this state. Hopefully that, you know, I'm not saying all police officers are like that, but around here in the rural areas, these cops, all they do is they're traffic cops. That's all they are. They're revenue collectors. They're, you know, they let all these tweakers come around and steal everything. They don't do shit to them. You know, it gets really aggravating after a while, I'll tell you that. See if he's got a bungee cord laying around here somewhere. Got one bungee cord. Well, I'll get some zip ties, I guess, and tie it up. Yeah, and these trucks, I mean, that's a whole different story there. I mean, if you're a guy who owns a truck, I mean, they treat you like you're a damn criminal. They really do. These commercial cops and stuff, and all you're trying to do is get out there and make a living. You know, and they treat you like you're a damn criminal. It's just really, it's really disheartening, I'll tell you what. And you go to the scales and they're constantly screwing with you, and you know, over everything they can. It's all revenue based. It's all for money. All money for all. It's all money for the state. You know. We sure have strayed a long ways from where we used to be in this country. Okay, well, we got that off. I gotta get the linkage off the clutch. Oh, I need a 15/16 to get that spring loose. And it's in the bottom section. Where's that 1/2 inch, inner inch? Get that Heim joint off. Oh. Alright. Yeah, see, we got that shift tower good and out of the way. Let's get these bolts, start them in here. That way one doesn't rattle and fall down in the transmission. Golly. You blow the top of the thing off and you still get dirt down in there. Now I got a rag I want to throw over the top and try to prevent any more of it from getting in there. All right. Wobble on my 9/16 go. Golly. Damn, shirt's hanging up on that. Yo. I don't think I'm going to be able to get my impact in there, to be honest with you. That ain't going to happen. I'm going to have to get a ratchet and take it off. So that's not going to happen. Might as well get an extension and a 5/8 and take them bell housing bolts out on the top. Well, while I'm here I can take this spring off. A lot of the old trucks didn't even have that. They just had nothing back there. Oh no, this is like a 90. This is like a 96 or 97, I think. I just got sitting here thinking about this thing. once we get it loose and we get it off, I don't know if this exhaust is going to have to come out of the way. I don't know, we'll have to see. Hopefully, I think I'll have room to get back to it, but hopefully the transmission, hopefully it can stay kind of where it's at. And hopefully it don't need an input shaft kit in it or anything like that, because it'll have to come out of here and then I'll have to pull this exhaust. I might have to pull it anyway. That cross member right there underneath, I'm going to have to pull it off. There's no doubt about that. I'm not even going to be able to get the jack underneath it with that cross member under there. Well, let me get a... Take that socket and throw it down there. It ends up falling down in there. Alright. Alright. While we're up here, let's get the bell housing bolts on the top loose. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do up here. Yeah, I used to work in truck shops a few years ago, and about the first year I worked in a truck shop, that's all I did was wheel seals and brakes. That shit got rolled. And I was seeing that that was a place that you never were going to go anywhere, because that's all they wanted. So I decided to, well, I ended up hauling hay for a guy. I was making more money hauling hay. I didn't have to buy any tools or anything, and I was hauling hay for a guy. And then I had another truck shop call me, wanted me to come work, and that wasn't too bad to work at. I worked there for a couple of years. And let's see now, that bracket. Let's see, I hope that bracket comes loose. I'm gonna need that wobble again. Look at that, I got kind of one of these wobble extensions. We'll try that. Oh yeah. Got all those out that I can get to for now. I'll take the bottom ones out when we get the jack underneath it and get it all situated. God dang it, that damn yoke. Hanging up on everything on it. Alright. So, what about this under here? Lay it over there. Alright. Just got transmission cooler lines on it anywhere? Oh yeah. Have to get a 1 inch in wrench and take them off. And then we got a bracket holding all this wires and shit here, and we got one here. This cross member's got to go. This has got to go. So we're gonna have to get 3/4 and get it out of here. Fun times. That air tank's kind of in the way. I don't know. That air tank might have to come out of there. I don't know. We'll see if we can get it out there without it. It's kind of right in line with everything there. I don't know. I hope not. Okay, we get a 1-inch in wrench. I'll take these two off. We'll get the cross member out of here. I'll be back after I get those out. You can see we've got our air tank out of the way. Got our jack underneath it and got it all the bell housing bolts loose. We're gonna see if we can roll her out of there now. Oh. Let's see if she's gonna be nice to us or if she's gonna be a prick. Alright, I need 2 hands on this jack. Oh man, it actually came out of there like it was meant to be. Let's look at our we're going to have to start coming down, but we want to make sure that we can come down. We should be able to go far enough, and I want to make sure my input shaft don't... something ain't right. Something ain't right here. What the hell's going on? Let me get up here in the danger zone and see what the hell's going on. Input shaft should be out of there by now. Yeah, it's out of there. So what the hell's the deal? It ought to go past that. Is there something on the top still hooked up? Acts like the ass end's wanting to come down. The front end's not. And I can't see shit up there. Slow her down a little bit and see what we got. Oh, we got a wire or something hanging up. Yeah, maybe. What the hell's that? That should be hanging on nothing. Oh, there it is, the damn clutch fork arm is hanging on that wire harness right there. I'm gonna have to jack it back up and then get that sucker off of it. I thought something didn't seem quite right with that. Get enough slack in it maybe to enter over the top of it. Wow, pain in the ass, huh? God dang, man, I'm having troubles here. Let's see, can we pull the jack back towards us maybe? Maybe free that up a little bit. Oh man. Man, I can't get my damn arm in. Oh, you son. Man, you get off. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Go a little further. I'm gonna have to get the camera off my head and climb up in there. All right, guys. Well, I think they got their money's worth out of there. Well, they would have got a lot longer out of their throat bearing if they would grease the son of a bitch. I can't believe they just don't grease them. That's what he told me when he told me the clutch pedal was going clear to the floor. And I said, well, get underneath and look at the clutch linkage and see if it's still on there. If you had a pin pop out or something. He said, no, it's still on there. I said, when the throw-up bearing's out. I said, climb under there and look under the inspection plate, and if you see it bouncing around on the input shaft, then yeah, it's screwed up. When you're doing these though, you really want to look at your input shaft. Look, there's nothing left of that clutch brake. For those of you that aren't truck guys, and I know I got some viewers that work at truck stops and stuff, truck shops, but those of you, there should be friction material on both sides of that. You know, that stops that input shaft turning when you push that clutch in. Son of a bitch had to be grinding like a bastard going into gear. And look at your input shaft. Make sure that the clutch disc will wear a groove in these input shaft splines. And that clutch will hang up. You'll put a brand new clutch in there and that damn clutch won't release, because it'll hang up in the splines. And then look at your clutch fingers on your fork here. Make sure they're not worn real bad. And this actually looks pretty good. Oh, let's see if we can get this transmission out of our way. We gotta get the clutch out of it. Oh, give me an extended hood pin built any day. Oh, way easier to work on. Alright. Let's see if I can get a hold of this thing. Drag her towards me. That's the shift tower gasket. I might be able to get her. Just trying to get it far enough to where I can kind of shimmy in beside it, I guess, and leave the transmission here. We'll scoot it over towards one side as much as we can. That way I don't have to. I could probably get it out back there where the chains are and stuff, but I don't really need to take it out. You don't need an input shaft or anything like that in it, so no sense in dragging it clear out from underneath there. I'll have to take the clutch and slide it up under there, you know, is what I'll do. But when I put the new clutch in, and there's actually enough room on this one, I could probably kind of get on my knees and just stick my guide studs and stick them in the flywheel and just shove the clutch on there. But let's get her 5/8 and pull the clutch out of her. Yeah, there's the throw-out bearing right there. Yeah, part of it anyway. Well, looks like it's got a bolt on it. No, it's a 15.5-inch clutch. I thought, man, N14s usually had the bigger clutch in them. Some of the old big cams, you know, they had that bolt type flywheel with a 14-inch clutch in them. Let me get this light situated here somewhere. Now I gotta get up on my knees to where if that clutch does fall out of there, I can just let her hit the ground, not on my kneecaps, preferably. Then I gotta get the flywheel out. Have the flywheel resurfaced, and we'll see if the rear main's leaking on it. Damn it. I don't know where to put this light. Where is that sucker at? It's nice doing these in the shop. It really sucks doing one out in the woods. Laying out in the dirt. Okay. I gotta get situated here somehow, and I need to do something with this light. And I know as soon as I need it. I'll bump it and it'll fall out of position and I won't be able to see anything. Maybe right there. Let's try to get situated where we can kind of hold her. Ow, my finger. Okay, here we are. I'll have to drag its piece of shit out of here. I never seen as many of these as this summer. I've changed 4 or 5 of these damn clutches that these guys didn't grease. Not this one outfit, but just different people that just had a hay truck there, a cab over here, and just a month ago, same damn thing. Just never greased the damn throw up bearing. Pilot bearing's worn out in this thing anyway. It was due anyhow. Ceramic clutch in it. Looks pretty good though. Still got meat on it. Drag out another one for the scrap pile. Alright. Most of these were 7/8. I think I had 15, 16, I might already put it up. Yeah, let's climb back out from underneath the sumbitch and get that. We gotta get that flywheel out of there. Drag the clutch out, might as well, because we're gonna have to get the flywheel out of it. Take it to town and have it turned. Always turn your flywheels, especially on these trucks. I mean, I do them on pickups and stuff too, even when I do a clutch on them, but especially trucks. I mean, there's a lot of torque, and if them clutches slip, they'll build a lot of heat. And you'll have some pretty good significant high and low spots, and you'll tear your new clutch up. It won't last long if you don't surface it. Some of them Cummins, if I remember right, were 7/8 and some were 15/16 on the flywheel bolts. Wish I had a lot of money and I could get one of them. You know, have you guys seen those truck jacks? It jacks the whole trucks up. They go on each corner. They're kind of like a post lift. They had some at the farm show in Tulare. Those things were cooler than shit, man. I would love to have one of those. Just walk underneath this thing with a giant telescoping jack and take the damn, you know, take the transmission out. Oh man, that'd make life so much easier. Climbing around your knees underneath this son of a bitch. Oh, gun's not really wanting to take these out. It's doing it, but it's having to work to do it. Usually this gun's pretty damn tough. Alright. Let's get the old bar here. See if we can't mash our damn fingers on this one too. I got to where, you know what, if I knock a hole in the damn floor, it sure is a lot better than getting your damn fingers cut off. I'm going home with black fingernails that evening. Alright, what's our rear mill? Rear seal's leaking pretty good there, isn't it? That rear seal looks like it's been leaking pretty damn good. Yeah. See where it's wet right here and it's running down it? You can change the rear seal on it really bad. I'll see if I can talk him into doing that. Well, I'd change it. I really would. I'd change it. I'd change it while I'm here. I don't know, this thing's under the ag exemption deal. They only can drive it 20,000 miles a year because of the emissions horse shit. So they may not want to do it, and they may say just put her back together with a new clutch and resurface the flywheel. I don't know. I usually try to sway them in the right direction, but I guess, you know, that Volvo was taking the place of this one. They went down hauling strawberry plants, and it started shifting all screwed up, so now they're down 2 of them. So I got a feeling they're going to be in a big screaming hurry and say the hell with it and tell me to just resurface the flywheel and put a clutch and put it back in there. I just got a feeling that's probably what's gonna happen. Let's knock that pilot bearing out of there. I'm gonna put that piece of shit back in there, I'll tell you that. There we go. Let's take this flywheel and throw her in the pickup. What a day. Well, I guess I'm trying to think what I want to do next. It's already too late to get to town to get this into the machine shop and have it resurfaced. So I gotta get some of these damn pickups done. This damn, one of my customers is a logger. This is a 2015 Dodge over here. With it, you can already see I got an 08 Dodge with a 68 RFE out of it torn apart that I got to rebuild and put back together. This one here just completely quit and wouldn't move at all. This is a 2015, and these logging boys are hard on pickups, man. They're kind of hard on everything. Anyway, he was hauling something up to a job to do a new job site to start logging, and it just completely, he had a trailer behind him hauling something up there, and it just completely quit moving. And they towed it here and hooked my scanner up to it and put it in gear. If you don't see any turbine shaft speed coming out of there, then your torque converter took a shit on you. So we gotta pull that out and put a converter in it and put her back together and dump the oil on it and try to get it all changed out, and hopefully the converter doesn't trash the rest of the transmission. And then this Ford over here, this is a, I don't know what year this thing is. It's got to be like a 99 or a 2000. He's went and put in the newer style mirrors on there, but what is this thing? It's a 99. 07 of 98. Yeah. It's got a clutch out of it too, so I got a couple Duramaxes there. Got a 04 back there. I put injectors in that thing a couple, might have been 3 years ago. 3 years ago I put injectors in it. And it's got a, if it loses a coil on one of the injectors, it shuts down the whole bank, and then it'll only run on 4 cylinders. And so I got to figure out which one of the coils on one of them injectors went bad. And this thing here is a 08 Duramax, and something's puking oil out of the transfer case everywhere on it. I got to pull the transfer case out of that. So then I got an 06 Dodge. I got to get on that one. I think that's probably what I'm going to work on next. We're going to put the cylinder head back on that one. It's a piece of shit 4.7 liter gas motor. Those things are junk. You couldn't give me one of those. We had a 2008 Dodge Durango. We actually had 2 of them, and I'll never buy another Durango again, ever. That was the biggest pile of shit that we ever, I mean, not only did we did it once, we bought another one thinking it's going to get better. I mean, I mean, that thing handled like crap. If you hit a bump in the road, the steering wheel almost jerked out of your hand. And I thought, well, that's real great. You know, what if the road's icy and shit, you know, and the thing's jerking the wheel out of your hand and the thing slides off the road. I mean, and then that 4.7 liter was in that and constantly had problems out. The transmissions are junk. I hate Dodges. I hate them. I really do. I don't care for them at all. Well, you can see, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, three Dodges in here, 2 Chevys, and I don't mind the Duramaxes. The Duramaxes are pretty good pickups, but these are ranch, I mean, these are cowboys that have these, and they're tough on stuff, but it's kind of been Chevy and Dodge week here lately, but